Okay, it's official. I'm never going to get everything done in time. Let me take my before picture. Well, I already blew it all off. I blew everything out of the street, out of the bed, up around the house, out into the yard. I'm going to cut the front with a small mower with the bag on it. Put it in trash cans, make it look good, because this is one of my nice yards. People are really cool and they pay me good. And I still got more leaves to do anyway, so I'll be back. And the backyard is kind of jacked up right now. That freaking tree over there flooded this whole side with leaves. So I blew it kind of all out here. I'm gonna go ahead and, I mean, look, I still gotta do the property line. Hey, where's the property line? Well, they're cool, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, I gotta get all this out of here. And then I'm going to hit it with the big mower and kind of mulch it up, then scoop up a can of the smaller stuff, and then go back over the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it too. I'm going to trim the whole yard because, like I said, they have me here all the time and they like it nice, so I take care of it nice for them. But it's taken me a lot longer, and by today's Friday, so it added up. Like now, I'm way behind. So tomorrow I'm going to pay someone to watch the girls during the day because it's too cold to take them out with me. So I'm going to have to do that because I have to work. I have to get some stuff done. And I'm going to be cutting on Sunday too. I'm going to cut a couple of those yards that no one lives in. They should have been done on the first and 15th cuts. Look what the date is already. You know, I'm just behind, but that's just how it is. And no one lives there. I make them fit my schedule, and I'm just gonna postpone them until I have the free time, which will be Sunday. I'm all done. The neighbor's over there cutting grass, and it looks pretty good. It was kind of a problem over here getting all that stuff out of the landscaping and cutting it up and then scooping it up. It took 3 cans just to get this backyard right, and then 1 in the front, and I could have still used more, but I just kind of made do. I just started mulching after that. So he's cutting right here in the front, that guy's cutting in the back, so we'll have 3 houses in a row. Looking good. Started a trend. That's how you do it. You get out there, get going, people notice you. The guy next door actually asked me how much I would charge one time to cut his grass, and I gave him a price, and he said it's something to think about because he doesn't think he'll be doing it for too much longer. But that was actually last year he said that, so, but that's how it goes. Someday I might be cutting that yard too. Okay, freaks, guess where I'm at? I'm back at the yard that I got yelled at. That's right, I'm here. I'm not gonna film. What I'm gonna do is keep my camera handy and keep this memory card from filling up. Alright, there's just a little bit of space left on here, and I want to keep it available in case something happens. And you know, it might happen. But I'm not gonna start anything. I didn't last time either. Somebody just couldn't let it go. Had to keep going. I go back to work. They're still yipping and yapping. We're gonna see what happens this time. On a side note, just filled up my blower here. I gotta blow out all these little plant bushes, flower beds and all that. Alright. You're gonna go through a lot more 2-cycle gas. You better be keeping your cans full. These blowers suck it up, man. You're going to be, even these little handheld blowers, you're going to be going through a lot of it during leaf season. You go, well, hey, but you're not trimming. Shouldn't that cut down on it? No, man. These blowers, you're just running them. You're going to be running them a lot longer than you think you are. Wrangling all these leaves up. So, you're going to go through a lot more 2-cycle. Damn, I really should trim a couple of these bushes, too. Not today. Ah, snap. Oh, I had my stocking cap on above it. Okay, all done. Look okay? Looks okay to me. Didn't hear a peep out of him, and he was there. And now I'm actually paying attention to his vehicles and stuff, so I mean, I know what he drives and if he's home pretty much, because I look up at the house. So my point to that is, some of you wondered, you were just kind of curious, are you going to lose that customer? See, I opened my door up and when you freaks are calling me. Are you going to lose that customer? No, I'm not going to lose that customer. And why would I? What you have to look at it like this. They have to worry, are they going to lose me? Now I have to be kind of on guard of their neighbor. Had I known that when I signed up, when I got that yard, that I was signing up for worry about the neighbor and, oh, you better watch out for him or something, and his bully friend, he's going to have a guy come back a half hour later and try and intimidate you. If I'd have known stuff like that could happen, then I wouldn't have done the yard. So remember, this is all about fitting your lifestyle. You're gonna, look, I don't work for people who are rude to me, talk down to me, treat me like some little kid or whatever, you know, or not even pay me decent, right? My business is my business. I don't have to worry about one customer getting upset. It's not going to ruin anything. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, you have to act professional all the time and blah 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 and do all this stuff. Look, I don't live in the, I'm not in the corporate world. I'm not a corporate slave. I work for myself. I do have people that I work for, but the final say so is me. So that's what your goal is here, is to be able to have a little bit of freedom to create the money that you feel you are worth and in the environment that you can handle. Like this situation, if you get a yard that you don't feel comfortable on, or you're in fear of, or you just don't think you can handle it, then don't do it. So no, I don't fear that I would lose a customer, and I don't want them to have to live in fear that I'm gonna quit them, or they have to, you know, be on pins and needles around me either. I want to work for people who just turn me loose. I take care of your yard from now on. Don't worry about it. I'm going to treat it like it's my own. And just, Greg just does whatever he wants, and it's always cool, and we always pay him, and he's always happy, and vice versa. It's just how it goes. You want to avoid conflicts. You want to avoid conflicts in this world. I'm having a lot of conflicts on YouTube, but that's because I'm trying to interact with you guys, which I have been scaling it back and back and back because I do not want to run into those conflicts. I don't want to run into people in the real world yelling at me. I'm not going to put up with it, and I'm not going to live in fear of it. Yeah, they don't have to worry. I'm not in fear that they're going to tell me not to come back. It has been the opposite way. They worry that I won't come back. She actually called me and wanted to make sure that I was still going to come back. And yeah, I'll be around. I'm not scared of the guy. But she felt bad about it. That's the kind of people you want to work for. The ones that don't want you to be encountering problems while working for them. There's a lot of nice people out there, you know. I'm sure those guys, very rare, dude. Those are a war story, right? Every couple years you run into something crazy like that. It doesn't have to be in a yard. It could be anywhere in life. You're going to run into some weirdos every once in a while. And that's just how it is. But when you have your own business, you can avoid a lot of these conflicts. I'm not here to appease the masses. I'm not here to cut grass for any old person. I'm not here that the customer's always right. No, I'm not trying to sell something to every person. I am trying to make this fit my lifestyle, make the money I want, and work for cool people. That's how it goes. So keep that in mind when you're out there. Pick and choose who you hang around with in your life, who you work with, online communities, whatever, right? Yeah, it just betters your life like that. It does. It makes it a better life. That should be one of the goals. Make your life better. What a concept. I think I'm going to work on that. Right now, to make my life better right now, would be driving through Burger King and getting some buffalo chicken strips. Thought I'd show you this yard. Look at all the leaves and stuff. So they really are messy this time of year. So I did trim it first. Well, I blew a lot of stuff out, and then I trimmed it so I could actually see the edge and stuff. And I went ahead and trimmed this ivy like that. So what I did was I just flat trimmed along it, but I had to walk down and do like half and come back up and do half. And then I turned it on its side. So pretend I'm holding it on its side. And then I just go right along like that. I'm down it. Then I came back up the other side. So I'll give you a little idea. This is the final yard for today, Friday. And I will be doing yards Saturday and Sunday. So have fun, people. That's what it's all about. Having fun, making money. A lot better, huh? Took a little bit longer than normal. I charged the same price, but they deserve it because they're cool to me. They let me do whatever I want. This is the yard that I got jumped in the alley. If you've seen that video, what happened in the alley? Lawn care war story. That was here. So I'm always looking around. Seeing here behind me. This is good. I have eyes in the back of my head when I have this on. It never ends, freaks. Look at that yard. It just did it. It's already got leaves. Getting ready to cut this one right now. I just trimmed it. We'll blow it out. And of course I got this one too. I'm way behind. Endless work. Because it's going slow. What the heck happened to my glove? Okay, well, I did those 2 yards side by side, and now I'm coming here, and it's all the same crap. Just blow all the leaves out. I still gotta blow these up out of the street here, and then I'm just gonna cut the whole thing. Backyard's covered in leaves, but I even feel weird, you know, filming right here, right now, because some yards I'm scared. I'm getting scared. There you go. Finished product. Got rid of all the leaves. It was all just mulching. Not taking anything away except a big couple sticks and things like that. A big couple. Couple big. Got warm again. Thank goodness. I don't know why, but some of these yards freak me out to film at them. I just don't want to. Some of these people I don't even talk to. I just do my thing and they get a check in the mail. So if they came out and said, what were you doing? It's like it would be a big deal to them, but I would have to talk to them. And that's freaky enough because some of these people I wouldn't even recognize. Like I've said before, you know, if I was standing in line with them at the grocery store. And they wouldn't recognize me either. Or would they? No, because usually they're not home. Some of them, I guess, peek out their windows. All right, I'm still kicking butt. Yeah, I'm back at the giant yard. If I keep this yard, which I'm not sure I want to keep it, but if I do keep it next year, this would be a good one to have a 48 inch on, right? At least a 48 inch. My gosh. I was hoping there was something cool in there. But I didn't catch any little critters. I was hoping to catch maybe a skunk. Maybe in there and be spraying out at you. spraying out at me, so I can let you see. I zoom up on that one. I stand back and zoom up because I've learned my lesson with skunks. Actually, at my dad's house when I was younger, someone had caught, I guess they had set up these things to catch raccoons, and they caught a skunk in one of them. And they were taking it back home, and instead they couldn't handle the spray that it was letting out, and so they threw the trap and all out in my dad's freaking front yard. As they were driving by, they pulled over and got rid of it, and you could smell it in the whole area, and it was out there. The whole, like a little cage like that, but it was wooden, was just soaked, like wet, from the skunk had been spraying like crazy in it. And yeah, how do you get rid of that, huh? Who's gonna load that thing up and take it somewhere? I don't know, but it had to go. So we drug it on down the street, let somebody else take it away. Because that's what you do. You take it down there and you leave it. They're gonna get rid of it farther away, and farther, it's just gonna keep going. I wasn't gonna open it up and let the skunk loose, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show you around this property. Look at, first of all, look at the neighbor's yard. We're going to show you more of that yard in a second here. Okay. For those of you that haven't followed this whole series, when I picked up this yard, it came to me from another, one of my customers. It was a relative of theirs. They needed some help, and they're really nice people, so I had to go ahead and give a deal and do it. This yard has a lot of stuff working against it. All right, first of all, it's the farthest yard from my house, and it is huge, right? I have a 36-inch mower, but I took it on just to help them out for this year. So we'll see if I do it next year or not, because things are gonna have to change. Now, you'll get in these situations like that. You know, people will come to you with work, like I say. The more people you're working for and exposed to, the more they will find you jobs, and the more, you know, their friends and family will, you know, get you to start taking care of their yards. All right, I'm jumping topic. Before I go into that, look at this backyard. Is this a backyard? It's been neglected. These are freaking trees now, dude. Oh, hundreds of them. These jobs right here, you don't want. I don't want them. Do you really want to do that? That's what I mean by picking and choosing your jobs. I didn't have to do this yard, and knowing I only had a 36, I could have said, no, it's too big for me, but I went ahead and did it. But then the other thing was, if I wanted to charge my price, and she said, I can afford that, but I could do it every 2 weeks. There you go, every 2 weeks. This is not a yard that needs to be done every 2 weeks, because it's so hard on your equipment. It gets tall, man. You know, it got freaking tall in the growing season. Now, granted, right now I just half-assed it. I'm not going to double and triple cut anything. I didn't even go trim around all that crap they got out there. You guys will be like, why don't you upsell them? Tell them you're going to haul that and do all that. No. Don't bother upselling to people that just want the freaking yard done. And don't go hanging. You hear me say I don't want to tell you what to do, but I'm warning you. That neighbor, tall front yard, and the jacked up backyard, don't go hanging a flyer on their door. Don't do it. Those are not the customers you want. Wow, look at all the stuff they need done. No. You want the yard that's already in pristine condition so that you can maintain it. As a matter of fact, this yard right here, all right, say I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be nice, and I'll do it for 40 bucks. Okay, I'll do it for 40 bucks every 2 weeks. You'd be better off telling her 30 bucks every week, although this yard is too big for a $30 yard, you would still make $20 more. You make 60 bucks every 2 weeks, and you would not have to trim your ass off each time, and you wouldn't have to your mower would go through it easier. It would be less wear and tear, because some of you guys are going to use equipment that it will, a big yard like this on 2 weeks, it'll knock your mower right out of condition, and you'll be screwed. So you got to just play it all different ways, okay? I'm not saying go out and look for these yards for 30 bucks. It's a freaking giant yard. But theoretically, I would be better off, because yeah, I do it for 40 bucks every couple weeks. I come by and I hack the crap down. It's my biggest yard, my farthest yard, and they don't give a crap. They just want it taken care of, and I'm helping them out. But next year things would have to change. But if I really thought about it, I would be better off just swinging by and buzzing over it one week, just cutting it. Next week, cutting, trimming, and blowing it all off. Of course, I blow it off too, both times. For 30 bucks each, I'd come out with 60 bucks. And it would be less wear and tear on my mower, because it would never be super freaking tall and thick going through there, and just, engine wear, dude. Dulling your blades out, the whole 9 yards. But then again, I don't like talking about prices on here, because you guys go, ugh. I cut this yard for 10 bucks, people. $12.50 if I have to do the backyard too. Something to think about. Really, I'm to the point where I don't like doing all these weird cleanups and stuff. I really would avoid those funky yards like next door at all costs, people. They will slow you down and keep you from finding other work. You don't need to get involved in that. They're not. If you spent 2 days getting that yard in shape, they're still not going to have you every week. You want to find the yard that's in pristine condition, and the people just want to turn it over to you, to someone else, and they would stop doing it themselves. You want that. That's what you want. The people that have had it nice their entire life. They've been the coolest people in their neighborhood, and now they want it to look the same as always, but they don't want to do the work for whatever reason it is. Oh, he's getting ready to cut his yard next door. I'm starting trends again. We see that a lot. All right, I'm out of here. Okay, freaks, look at this fun one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gonna be real fun. You see these big oak trees? Big ones. That means they're old. And they drop limbs. Not to mention the leaves and acorns. Oh man. Well, I'm not going to get all this stuff. Nope, not going to happen. I'm being paid to just help it out, not get rid of every leaf. Just to sort of make things better. Jeez. There we go, all better. If you notice from the time there, it says it is Sunday. That's right, I'm working on a Sunday. Oh, there must be a log under there. I rolled on it. If you want to be serious about making a living just off of lawn care, you're going to have to be willing to go out on the weekends. I mean, it's not going to be a set schedule. You can start as a set schedule, but you're going to put in a lot of hours. In the spring, you're going to work overtime. You're going to be working 12 hours or more in a day. Then it's going to have a little slower time. It's going to be normal, maybe 8-9 hours. Then in the fall, you don't have to work 12 hours a day, but you don't, because you have 8 hours of daylight. the leaves take you longer, so you're doing less jobs, and you're going to have to spread it out throughout the week to keep up with everything. Now, you don't have to do this work, but if you want to actually make a living at this, and you're doing it, you're making the same amount of money as someone else would make, but they're doing 12 months of work. You're going to bust it all out in 8-9 months, and so you're going to get the same pay as a traditional job, but you're doing it yourself. But you're going to have to make sacrifices. There's no sitting around on a Sunday watching football. You can do that in December, January, February. You're going to be at home. In March, you're going to be at home. You're going to make the sacrifice now so that you actually have those options. You could have a job then too if you wanted, but the thing is you're cramming it and condensing it all into your window of opportunity. And yesterday, I had to pay someone to watch the girls so I could do those yards. Today, they're with their mother, so they're happy, everything's okay. I mean, I don't like the fact that I've had to take them out to do a couple yards 3 nights a week throughout this whole summer just to keep up with it. But it's one of those things that I have to do in order to make my living so that I can keep the lifestyle that I want for us to continue on. And they're actually more happy going with me those couple hours in the evening a couple times a week than if I was leaving them with someone else and they're waiting for me to come get them. So it does work out. It's not the worst thing. Is it really that bad to have to go out and work on a Saturday or Sunday? It's not your favorite thing, but it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse than this. I'm just gonna cruise around and do some stuff. It'll all come to an end, and then I'll be crying. Oh, I can't wait for it to start back up. So here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit of footage just to let you see the dust cloud that I'm gonna kick up back there. But I don't really want to ruin my camera, and I can just see already. It's just gonna be swirling everywhere. So there are all the limbs on the trailer. My trash cans are full, but I'm left with this. This is the aftermath. The giant dust pile. That's right. Blew it all into here. But I got all this out of here. But guess what? One more giant dust pile. The situation I'm in right now is that the dump closes in a half hour. Close early on Sunday. I'm loaded down, but that's okay. That's why I did this yard. It doesn't matter if I leave this pile and come swinging by and take it away tomorrow when I'm doing some more yards in the area. The next day, I take away that pile. I texted him when I got here, the before picture, and said, uh-oh, I'm here, I'm gonna have some fun. He texts back and LOL, just let me know how much I owe. Because he knows this is a bigger job. This property is just to be maintained since, you know, it doesn't really matter to them. They just need it maintained. But they know that it's gonna be more money than this, more money than usual. And there's no pressure on me to do this. I could do it on a Sunday, text them, they pay me more. I like when they say, tell me how much I owe you, Greg. Because usually it's me saying, how much do I owe? Reaching in my wallet, right? I like it when it goes the other way. So that is the bonus. That's one of the only reasons I would tackle something like this. Plus, I got to make a video for you showing you how to do it the wrong way. The way, if you're not gonna get paid $100 to do it, the correct way, blowing it all out onto a tarp, tying it up, putting it on your trailer, take it to the dump, then you're gonna have some fun with a big old dust cloud of mulch. Yep. No, don't be scared of dust. I could have used some goggles. I forgot them. Google goggles. Google glasses. Wait till I get a pair of those. Oh, you're gonna see some stuff then. You're gonna see grass and ass. Well, freaks, I'm here at the dump and I'm waiting for my turn. And you can see things have changed. I can't even pull in that far because the pile sticks out so far into the parking lot now. Look at this guy's deal. That's a pretty cool trailer, huh? I think I'm gonna try and sneak in over there on the other side of him. I'll pull right in like this. I'm not scared, or am I? Oh. Well, I'm in now. Will I ever get out? No. We'll find out. Oh wait, can I get out?